Sally, I hear something. Stop. Stop.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw.
What's up everyone, it's Shane from Maximum Quality Content here, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the best bloody horror movie ever made in the history of cinema. This is a fact, and if you dare disagree, well, please let me know in the comments, so I can promptly report you for misinformation. But in all seriousness, being the best may be subjective, but no one can deny its quality, at least for the time. Why is it so good? I mean, gee, where the hell do I even start? There's the well-executed subversion of typical tropes, the dirty, sweaty and grainy overtone, the consistent psychological assault on the senses, and of course all of this is made apparent in the jaw-dropping scenes that to this day remain iconic. When people talk iconic scenes, they're usually on about either the chainsaw dance done by Leatherface at the end of the film, or the infamous dinner scene, and rightfully so. They're both amazingly disturbing moments in their own right. But the scene that always lived rent-free in my head took place towards the beginning of the movie. Essentially, a group of young people decide to take a long road trip through the Texas outback. Of course, driving in the middle of nowhere for a long time, there's bound to be a hitchhikers, and as luck would have it, they managed to find the weirdest individual you could find, thus resulting in every driver's nightmare scenario. When this weird stranger, or well, his actual name is Nubbins, enters the vehicles, it plays out quite light-hearted. I mean, sure, the hitchhiker's rather strange, but that's about it. Plus we have Franklin making jokes, and the radio providing something familiar to cling on to, contrasting the bizarre stranger. However, that radio will soon be the only comfort, because oh boy, as the scene progresses, so does the tension and overall uneasiness. The hitchhiker and Franklin start having a pleasant conversation about slaughtering cattle, you know, as you do. And it's here where we start to see heavy amounts of foreshadowing.
My brother worked there. My grandfather, too. My family's always been in me. No way. With a sledge. See, that was better. They died better that way. And they scrape all the flesh away from the bone. They use everything. They don't throw nothing away.
It's an element not everyone will notice, but it just adds so much suspense and anxiety in an already stress-inducing movie, while also going to show that the dialogue is just as important as any other aspect in the movie, despite obviously not being the focus. Shit really starts hitting the fan when the stranger yanks Franklin's knife away and just cuts himself clean. We've officially escalated from, you know, some weirdo dude to holy mother of God, this man is a bloody hazard to everyone in the surrounding area, please kick him out of the van already, what the hell are you doing? It's at this point the audience fully acknowledges the threat the hitchhiker poses, and the fact that his earlier talk of slaughterhouse etiquette goes beyond an experienced professional perspective. Knowing that all of this talk is actually an obsession, or damn, even a bloody turn-on for him, just increases the uncomfortable feeling this scene absolutely blasts you with tenfold. Despite all this, we still haven't got an extremely loud noise or erratic action to show the climax of the scene. The group is still driving, the radio is still playing loud and clear, so given all that, we know something even worse is coming, keeping us on edge the entire time, which is just awesome, I gotta say. The kind of thrill you would expect from a horror film. Speaking of the radio, the song playing is actually called Fool for a Blonde by Roger Bartlett, which according to interviews Toby Hooper picked as it sounded like the hitchhiker was a fool for Sally Hardesty, the blonde teenager who manages to escape, and for everyone who's seen the movie, yet another example of foreshadowing. It's also worth taking note of the camera in this scene, which is framed in a way to make you feel like one of the members of the group from cut to cut, increasing your immersion as well as the creepiness factor overall. Meanwhile, emphasizing just how claustrophobic and bloody terrifying this situation really is. I mean, imagine being locked in a moving vehicle, sitting next to a bloodthirsty creep with zero escape. That kind of scene would work in and of itself, but the cameraman went the extra mile to make the audience feel just as trapped as the group of youths are. All of this suspense, severe uncomfort, and tension building inevitably reaches a boiling point when the hitchhiker grabs his own knife and slices Frank right across the arm. Cue the sound effect and the group screaming and scrambling to get this freak outside the van as quick as possible. After all that, we have a moment of calm, but of course, another reason why this scene is so effective is that it's right in the beginning of the movie. We've still got a whole hour and a half of horror yet to witness, and given the amount of foreshadowing and emphasis on slaughterhouse meat, the viewer just knows it ain't gonna be good. In conclusion, this is simply an amazing scene to an already godlike movie for all the reasons I mentioned above, but also because it's the best example of what makes the Texas Chainsaw Massacre stand out amongst its slasher competition. That being the scorching hot summer heat and isolated setting. A bright summer's day is not what you'd picture when you think of horror, but due to the fact that it takes place in the middle of nowhere, the punishing heat expands upon the already innate uncomfortable feeling of being isolated from society. In my opinion, this aspect is highlighted most prominently in this scene, as not only do the group complain about the heat, but they also end up trapped in a moving vehicle with no sign of help to be found. With that being said, that's all I have to say about the Hitchhiker scene from this awesome film. Thank you for watching. Like if you liked, dislike if you disliked, subscribe for more quality content, and I'll see you guys next time.
Have some more chicken, have some more pie, have some more chicken, have some more pie, have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried. Have some more chicken, have some more pie, have some more chicken, have some more pie, have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried.